Hey guys, how's it going? Hey guys, welcome to the 18,000 subscriber live Q&A. Gonna be honest with you guys, it took a long time to get to the 18,000. I mean, we were doing great for a while there. Like, we shot up from 2,500 to 17,000 in like just a couple months, and it's been slow. I'm not gonna lie, it's been slow getting to the 18,000, but we got there. So you know how it goes, man. You know how we do this. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do the live Q&A. Start throwing in your questions. I'll start picking them out. As always, you throw in a super chat. I will definitely get your question. So let's jump into the first one that I see right up here, which is Kyle61. Hey Robert, where do you find inspiration to make videos? Look, I tell this story all the time. I don't have no inspiration to make videos. I just have a big mouth and I like talking. I mean, that's pretty much how it goes. I had a friend that we used to talk movies all the time. We had an idea to do this YouTube channel. He didn't do it. I did. And I've been doing it because I like talking about stuff that I enjoy. I like movies. I like comic books. I love video games. Now this channel went to mostly just a comic-based, like a superhero-based channel, but I still love doing all that stuff. I have Patreon paid that I do game and stuff on. So, I mean, yeah, not really inspiration, more of the fact that I like talking about stuff. So, I will say this. If you guys have a question you want to ask, it's easier for me to pick out if you guys put @RobertStorms, like put the @ symbol @RobertStorms, so I can pick out the question. Because a lot of you guys are throwing out like, hey, great job, and it's hard to like circle through and see what's questions and what's just comments. So if you guys can do that, that would be great. So let me go through here. Opinions on Jared Leto Joker. You guys know what I feel about that Jared Leto Joker, man. Come on, don't even ask me nothing about that shit, man. You know how I feel about that fucking Joker. Getting Resident Evil 2 remake? Nah. Okay, here's the thing, right? I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. Big fan of James. Do what James did, guys. You see how James has the @ right there? Do what James did. That's how I'll be able to find your question much easier. So, big Resident Evil fan. Been a fan since day one, since the first Resident Evil came out on PlayStation. And I am interested. I am interested in getting it. The problem is, oh, Daniel with the super chat. You'll be right up on the channel next. You'll be the next person I talk to. Thank you, Daniel, so much. I am interested in getting it. I'm not going to get it right away. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. I got to find a place to live by March. And not only that, I came home. If you guys follow me on social media, my cat Scrappy has a tumor on his head. Well, it kind of hit the mother lode today. I got home. There was blood all over the place. It busted. I'm going to have to put him to sleep tomorrow. I don't have a choice in that, and get him cremated. That's going to cost money. So I'm sorry, Resident Evil 2 is sort of like the last thing I'm thinking about right now. Even though it comes out just a few days before my birthday, I got to take care of Scrap. He's got to be in pain. Right now he's laying in the litter box. So I got to take care of him tomorrow, make sure he's taken care of. Then I got to find a place to live, and just so on. A lot of stuff going on. So Resident Evil 2 is the least of my worries. So Daniel, thanks for the super chat. Hey Rob, been here since back in the Storms Inc. channel. What are your plans to boost up your channel in 2019 like you did? Okay, so thank you so much, Daniel. Here's the thing. That was just a crazy phenomenon, right? I just did videos on Black Panther, and it just completely took off. And I wasn't expecting that. So Black Panther really catapulted my channel higher than I thought it was going to go. But the one thing I did notice a lot is a lot of people are commenting, you're too negative on the channel. You're too negative on your channel. I always took it at, look, I'm going to speak the truth. Right? I'm going to say it how it is. Look, I'm not a Marvel fanboy. I'm not a DC fanboy. I'm a superhero comic book fanboy. Okay? If Marvel does something stupid, I'm going to call it out. If DC does something stupid, I'm going to call it out. When I was first getting there, everybody thought I was a DC hater. I was always hating. And then now it's like, oh, now I'm a Marvel hater. Now like, you know, I just hate everything. And that's not it. I try to pride myself on telling the truth, being honest, and not lying to you guys. But a lot of people are taking it that where I'm just a person that just hates everything, which is not true. Like, I did a video on saying, like, I hate what DC did on this, and they're like, oh, you're a Marvel fanboy. I'm like, well, did you watch my video yesterday where I talked about how I'm not looking forward to Captain Marvel? You know? And then, like, did you watch where I'm praising Shazam? Like, I did a video, the trailer reaction to Shazam. I was like, oh, man, I can't wait for this. Oh, you're a DC fanboy. Really? Because last week you said I was a DC hater. Like, which one is it? So, I'm extremely going to try to cut back on negativity. If I review something, I'm going to stick to just the positives. I'm not going to hit on the negatives. And if I think something is just completely bad, I'm just not going to touch on it. Next year, I'm not even going to touch Titans Season 2. I'm not even going to touch on that. There's a lot of things I'm not even going to touch because if it's mostly negative, I'm not going to touch on. Because you watch people on YouTube, whether it be Emergency Awesome or Comic Book Cast 2 or some of those guys normally stay very positive. Like, Emergency Awesome is always positive. That guy has a rainbow coming out of his goddamn ass. Like, that guy thinks everything is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And he has millions of subscribers. You know why? Because he's positive on everything. So that's what I'm going to do. You want me to be cheerful and go, oh, man, that's the best shit since fucking Toast. I'm going to say it's the best shit from fucking Toast. So that's my plan to boost. I want to try to get to 20,000. My goal is 20,000 subscribers by 2020. That is my goal. I don't know if it's going to go well. Like I said, that Black Panther thing was a phenomenon. And since then, it hasn't really gone anywhere. Like it kind of died down after Infinity War. I'm hoping by Endgame it boosts back up. But I was getting hundreds, 200 subscribers every day when Black Panther came out. Now I'm lucky if I get 5 to 10 subscribers daily. So it's very, very slow. So, I mean, that's my game plan. I mean, I am more than happy to take any suggestions you guys might have. You guys are the people watching. You guys watch my videos. I used to reply to comments. I don't reply to that many comments anymore. I used to reply to comments all the time, but now it gets to the point where the comments is so toxic. Like, so many things. I do plan on trying to do more skits. See, I'm kind of tossed up between something. I kind of want to get you guys' opinion on it. Do you want to see more skits? Oh, by the way, if you like skits, wait till tomorrow. The video title for tomorrow is The Real Reason Black Panther Got Nominated for Best Picture. And I had this redneck character come on. But that's going to be funny. You guys check that out tomorrow. But I'm almost debating whether or not to go back to podcast form. Because I was doing podcast form videos back when Black Panther came out, where I was just sitting here with this mic and I was just, rolling off stuff, and I was getting tons of subscribers. And then when I went out and I bought the equipment and bought this, $1,000 camera and all this stuff, my subscribers just haven't really increased that much. So I don't know. You guys want to see me go back to podcast format? You guys want to see me do more skit type videos? I really don't know. That's the thing. I don't know how to judge and evaluate what I'm doing right and what I'm not doing. So with that said, a recommendation is doing more live streams. I thought about that too. I thought about every Wednesday having a live podcast. I thought about that. Here's the problem. I want a host. I want someone with me. I want someone here so we can sit here, because when you hear just one point of view, it gets very boring. I don't have the revenue to pay somebody to come in once a week, 4 times a month, to do this podcast with me. I really don't. I mean, I have people I recommend. I'm like, hey, you want to come do this podcast with me? It'll help boost your channel. And they're like, yeah, we'll do it. And they never come in. I don't want to do something through Skype. I don't want to do like, you know, hey, buddy, come here through Skype and we're going to talk about this. I don't want to do that. I want like right here reaction where we can talk about it live and get real reactions. So I did think about doing a live podcast at least once a week. Maybe when I move into my new place, that'll be something that I think about doing because I like interacting with my subscribers. It's one of my favorite things to do. I don't like being like one of those guys that gets like a bunch of subscribers and like, oh yeah, fuck you guys. No, like I like talking to you guys. I like getting feedback. I like trying to work out and see what works and what doesn't work. So, yeah. UT, who is your favorite superhero? That is without a doubt Spider-Man. I own almost every issue of Spider-Man. I have every issue except for the Amazing Spider-Man line. That collection ain't done yet. That's about 70% done. I have every Spectacular, every Web, every regular Peter Parker Spider-Man. I have like everything. I have pictures of those or those collections done. Amazing Spider-Man, I have not finished yet. Because the first 10 issues are expensive. First 10 issues are almost like $2,000 an issue. I have the very first issue. I have Amazing Spider-Man #1, but I don't yet have every issue of Amazing Spider-Man. So, gonna try to get that. Hopefully at MegaCon. I'm gonna try to knock out some of those, but that's just the most expensive. And if you guys like don't follow me on social media, I just sold about 65 to 70% of my comic book collection. Like I told you, I gotta find a place to live by March 1st, so I sold my majority of me and my wife's comic book collection because we're splitting up. We're breaking up. We're splitting up. So that's why I need to find a place to live and stuff like that. eHero Andrew throwing a $1.99 super chat. You keeping up with Young Justice season 3? Okay. So I watched the first 3 episodes. I haven't caught up with it since. Originally, I was going to do reviews on them, right? I was like, I'm going to review all these episodes. And then I thought about, well, maybe I'll review them, but not put them on my channel because I don't want to go through the whole Titans thing. When I reviewed Titans, it was like, oh my God, you're a hater, blah, 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 blah. Good thing is Young Justice is good. So I don't have to sit here and go, oh no, it sucked. Like, Young Justice is actually good. I watched the first 3 episodes, loved all 3 episodes. Like, that pilot episode for season 3, fantastic, like where the Justice League just kind of disbands and Batman's like, fuck it, I'm out. You know, we have Black Lightning. There's just so much good things going on. And I thought about doing a review. My main channel is mostly for news and stuff, and I'm not really good at reviewing. That's one reason why I stopped reviewing stuff, because my reviewing thing is just not good. So I thought about doing like maybe a podcast form where I just talk about it and then put it on Patreon. So the people that want to watch it can just go over to Patreon and watch it and like pay like $1 a month, and you guys can have everything that's on Patreon. I put all my live streams on Patreon, everything video game related, like if I do a game review or talk about game product or anything, that's on Patreon. I think about putting Young Justice on Patreon, maybe Titan Season 2, but that would be on Patreon. That way I don't have to worry about that big backlash on the YouTube community. The people that want to see my review will be on my Patreon. So, yeah. And if you guys want to know what my Patreon is, I have the link in all of my videos. All you gotta do is like, it's like Robert Storms 84 or some shit like that. But you guys can go check that out. So thank you so much for the donation there, the super chat, Andrew. Once again, guys, you guys want to throw in some super chat, I will guarantee to get to your questions before anybody else. Plus, you know, it'll help a brother out, you know. So let's go down here. Jack, how long is your live stream going to be? I actually don't have a set time of when I'm going to stop streaming. Right now, I got 41 people watching, which is a decent amount of people. So, pretty much until I get tired. I mean, I pretty much made sure the night was, you know, free to do this. And, you know, right now I'm just kind of worried because my boy Scrappy, I came home and the tumor in his head busted. He's bleeding everywhere. He was in the litter just laying down. I'm gonna have to probably put the poor guy down tomorrow, which I gotta be honest with you, I'm pretty upset about. He's a good little cat, and I love that little guy. And I got that, I got other stuff on my mind and stuff. So yeah, but so I really don't have a set time of how long I'm live streaming for. So Danny writes, I'm hearing they may introduce Submariner at the end of Endgame. I have not heard anything of that. I have not heard not one thing about Submariner possibly being in Avengers Endgame at all. But would I be surprised? Absolutely not. And this is the reason why I would not be surprised. Because Aquaman made over $1 billion, guys. See, people don't realize. People want to come out and be like, oh, you're a hater. You hate this. You hate that. You hate life. I don't hate. I don't. But by Aquaman making $1 billion, it shows Marvel and Disney, you can do Namor. You can do Namor and make money. And it kind of puts Marvel sort of at a head start if they wanted to do it. Because where did Aquaman make the most money, guys? China. That's right, China. Thank you guys for participating. China. So they can cast an Asian person to play Namor, and you're going to make a shitload of money, son. A shitload of money. I think that's what's going to do. But I heard, like, the rights were tied up, though. I heard, like, I'm hearing that they had the rights, and then I hear, well, they have the rights, but not the distribution rights. And there's just, like, a whole bunch of stuff on where these rights are falling in. So, yeah, I honestly don't know, but I think with Aquaman making as much money, I think it's only a matter of time till we see something Namor related. Hey Rob, what's your all-time favorite comic book movie? That is Watchmen. Watchmen is my favorite comic book movie of all time. I think even though, what's his name now? Fuck, man. Kind of threw me out on the spot. The dude that wrote Watchmen. The dude's a fucking genius. Who the fuck wrote Watchmen? Oh my god, I am so taking away my geek card now. I'm like, oh my god, who fucking wrote Watchmen? Anyway, even though Zack Snyder, did it and whatnot, and the writer for Watchmen doesn't want to acknowledge it, I think it's a great adaptation. Like, it's almost 98% accurate to the source material. So, yeah, I mean, it just, what it means. I mean, there's so much with that movie, that the meanings behind it. And Dr. Manhattan is just like, I'm tired of these people. I'm tired of being in entanglements of the law. Like, that's the way I feel every day working at retail. It's like, for the love of God, I pray I don't wake up the next day. That's how bad it is. Like I wish somebody would come in and just blow my goddamn brains out so I don't have to go back the next day. So I kind of see where Dr. Manhattan's coming from. It's like, dude, I am fucking tired of these stupid mortals and their stupid shit and their goddamn cell phones and their texting and Snapchat and just like, yeah. And then the ending of that movie and the fact that the main villain was the hero and he had to kill millions and billions of people, or he had to kill millions to save billions. It's like, where do you draw the line of what's good and what's bad? It's just a fantastic movie. I love it so much. But I'm a DC hater, right? Even though that's a DC movie. Also, Fatty writes, what is the worst movie you have ever seen in your life? Oh man, I try to stay away from shitty movies. I did watch The Room, which is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. But the worst movie I've seen in my life, I have no idea. Like that's something you just throw out there. I'm like, man, I can't think of it right now. Holy shit face, man. Worst movie I ever seen in my life. Can't think of one off the top of my head. I recently went and saw The Favorite a couple weeks ago, and I don't understand why that movie is getting so many Oscar nominations. I thought that movie fucking sucked donkey dicks. Like, that movie was just, ugh. Damien Scott, whatever the fuck you like. Do you like Yamcha from Dragon Ball? Who the fuck doesn't like Yamcha? Fucking Yamcha's the man with his wolf fang fists and shit, dude. Like, I love Yamcha. Like, I was so pissed off in the Tournament of Power he was not chosen to go in. It's like you're gonna pick Master Roshi over a Yamcha. Let's be honest, guys. Yamcha's stronger than Master Roshi. That's facts. Okay, that's facts. You know how I know that's a fact? Go back and watch the fucking Saiyan saga. Okay? Master Roshi's like, nah, I can't hang. It's like, Radix is too strong, there's nothing I can do. Like, you need to team up with Piccolo. I can't do anything. Right? And then when Goku dies, they start recruiting the Z Warriors, and Yamcha comes in, right? And Yamcha takes out, I think Yamcha takes out Saiyaman. I don't know, right? But the point is, Master Roshi admits he can't hang. Yet in the Tournament of Power, you completely want to retcon that. That's my biggest problem with Super. Super goes back and retcon shit that doesn't need to be retconned. Like, why the fuck are you gonna sit there and have and don't get me wrong, Master Roshi was beast when he got there. Master Roshi was fucking beastly. But there's no way in monkey hell, son, that he is stronger than Yamcha. And that bothers me. That bothers me a lot. I'm not the biggest fan of Yamcha. I really like the character. I think he's funny. But come on, man. Come on. All right, what else we got? It's okay if you don't know. Move on. I don't even know what the hell you wrote, man. Will Kun Lee would be the perfect Namor? I don't know who that is, but sure, son. Whatever you have to say. What is the best theater experience? What is my best theater experience? Okay, so my best theater experience was last year when I went to go see The Last Jedi in Dolby. Like that was amazing. Like, these fucking chairs were like huge. You press the button and then it leans back and you got the chair or the footstool to come up. And you know, the high quality. The sound was so loud that the theater rumbled, and the picture, like the blacks were like fucking pitch black, and the colors were so bright and vibrant. I was like, man, that was the best theater experience I ever had. And I actually seen Last Jedi, I think 3 or 4 times in Dolby after that. Just a great experience. Is Suicide just... I almost choked on that shitty ass question. Is Suicide Squad your favorite film ever? You know, I should put you in timeout for just being a jackass. Do you have a Alamo Drafthouse in your area? If I do, I'm not sure. I haven't seen one. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. TMNT from 2014 was so bad it made Ninja Turtles 3 look good. Man, you ain't wrong. You ain't fucking wrong on that one. I meant you don't know the worst film you saw. Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, I try to block out shitty movies. I mean, there's a lot of them out there. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, I seen a movie and I'm like, oh, that's the worst movie I ever saw. And then I'm like, well, no, this is the worst movie I ever saw. And, you know, I just kind of lose track of them, to be honest with you. I try to forget they ever exist. The Spirit was awful, though. I'll say that's definitely in the top 10 worst movies I've ever seen. Do you think Black Panther will allow comic book movies to show more detail and deeper movies for Oscar consider? No, I'm sorry. No. Black Panther getting the Best Picture nomination isn't going to help any other comic book movies get the nomination. I mean, that's just facts. I don't know what you got. I mean, it is what it is. Black Panther got the nomination for several reasons. Because the Academy are very liberal. Right? They're liberal. And they don't like what's going on in the country. What does Black Panther preach in that movie? We shouldn't build a wall to separate ourselves from the rest of the world. We need to share our technology and our knowledge with the rest of the world. So, if you're a liberal, that's the perfect thing you want to see. You know, it's like, hey, yeah, we don't want the fucking wall and shit. So, because let's be honest, guys, Black Panther wasn't even the best comic book movie of 2018. I still say Infinity War was the best comic book movie of 2018. Right underneath that is Spider-Man Home or Spider-Verse. But I mean, it got the nomination. Whatever. I don't want to really dive too deep into that. Everybody has their own opinions. A lot of people say it does deserve it. Some people say it don't deserve it. It really is up to you. But me, for one, I'm glad it got the nomination. It kind of let that genie out of the bottle. So Pandora's box has been opened. But I just finished Punisher Season 2. I did my review on it. It's going to be uploaded on Friday. And, yeah, I think it's going to get canceled. I actually really love Season 2 a lot. A lot. Billy Russo was wasted. That shit was fucking stupid. Anything with Billy Russo. And anything with Billy Russo was garbage. Was garbage. They completely wasted the character. So, but there was another character named John Pilgrim. And dude, everything with him was fucking awesome. Like, you knew nothing about this guy other than the fact that this guy was like this Amish guy. And he was like killing people left and right. And people were afraid of him. So, the John Pilgrim storyline really what kept me dived into the show that made me want to watch it after every, like, when the episode ended, I'm like, oh, I gotta watch the next one. I got the next one. But everything with Billy Russo and Jigsaw was horrible. Was horrible. And he didn't even look like Jigsaw. Like, literally, I cut myself worse when I shaved than what Billy Russo's face looked like. And it was just awful. It was awful. Do you see the Punisher? Oh, I already answered that. But yes, I do see it getting canceled. I think all the Marvel Netflix shows are going to get canceled. The Last Airbender was the worst movie. I actually like The Last Airbender. I actually really appreciate some of the stuff in that movie, so I'm not going to talk bad about that. Thoughts on the Alien Nation remake? I didn't hear anything about that, but if it happens. Do you like Fan Four Stick from 2015? No. I actually don't hate it as much as everybody else hates it, but I still don't think it's a good movie. Which Marvel character should get a TV show? I mean, anybody, really. At this point, I really don't care. Yeah, I really don't care who gets it, their own TV show. Hold on one second, guys. But I would like to see them continue the Netflix stuff, but on the Disney Plus service, because I really like Daredevil. I really like the Punisher. I would like to see what happens next in those. Have you seen True Detective Season 3? No, but I'm thinking about really watching it because I want to see it. And Mahershala Ali's fantastic actor, and I really want to see what happens in that season. I'm hearing great things from it. Sorry about that, guys. Any thoughts on Game of Thrones? Only I wish April would hurry up and get here. I am looking so forward to Game of Thrones. You have no idea. Looking so forward to Game of Thrones. Wow, I don't know why I'm coughing so bad, man. Woo! Like, man. But, yeah. I am so looking forward to Game of Thrones. The fact that we went an entire year without Game of Thrones just drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. Can't wait for the last season. Huge Game of Thrones fan. Can't wait for it. I want a full trailer, though. Like, April's right around the corner, and we have not gotten a full trailer. Just these crappy-ass promo trailers. I want to see a full trailer, damn it. Give me a full trailer. Also, guys, just want to take this time. If you want to throw in a super chat, help donate to the channel, you guys can do that. I'll guarantee to get your question or topic that you want to talk about. And it would help out the channel a lot, too, as well. Also, I want to take this time to thank each and every one of you guys for helping me get over 18,000 subscribers. Be sure to pass the message, like share the channel, right? When you see the videos, share the links, share it on Twitter, share it on social media, share it on Facebook, you know, Instagram, whatever. Share everything. Let's try to hurry up and get up to 20,000 subscribers. Yeah, so yeah, thank you guys so very much on that. How many Funko Pops do you have? I own all the Star Wars Rebel ones. I own all the Saga ones. And, I sold some of my comic book ones. Like, I had Spider-Gwen, and I had a couple other ones, and I sold those when I sold my comic book collection. So, so yeah. Brian, I'm dating a girl at work, but she's messing me around. Should I end it? Dude, you're talking to the wrong person about relationship. My wife is leaving me in just a couple weeks, you know, so I gotta find a place to live. You're asking me for fucking relationship advice. Yeah, I'm a dude that's wife who I've been married to for about 13, 14 years, leaving me, so I'm probably the worst person to ask advice for, you know, so, yeah. What else we got here? Will you get Resident Evil 2? No, like I said, I really want to get it. I'm a big Resident Evil fan. Been playing it since the very first one on the PlayStation 1. However, like I said, me and my wife are splitting up. I got to find a place to live in the next month or so. Not only that, my boy Scrappy has a tumor on his head, and when I got home, it busted and there was blood everywhere. I don't know where he's at now. I tried to clean it up. There was blood all over the floor. Last time I checked, he was laying in the litter box. So tomorrow, I'm probably going to have to take the poor little guy to the vet and probably have to let him go to sleep, I think. And that sucks, man. That really sucks. So I got that on my mind. I got the whole thing with my wife, you know, leaving and trying to find a place to live. And there's a lot of stuff on my mind right now that I'm trying to work through. It isn't easy. It's kind of hard, you know, working a full-time job. Also, YouTube is another full-time job. You guys don't think it is. It is. I have to do videos daily in order to stay relevant. I have to look up, you know, topics. I got to talk about it, editing. I'm up to like 2 in the morning. Then I got to get up at 8 in the morning, upload, and then I got to go work a 40-hour job a week, trying to find a place to live, trying to deal with this, trying to deal with that. It's really a hard undertaking. I mean, Jesus, I wish somebody would just come blow my goddamn brains out. So, yeah, I've just got a lot of stuff on my mind. And the last thing on my mind is Resident Evil 2, to be honest with you. The last thing on my mind is a lot of games right now. Right now I'm trying to, like I said, I sold about 70% of our comic books, our statues. I've been selling stuff left and right if you guys have been following me on Facebook. So, yeah, right now what I'm trying to do is just save money to get a place to live. And, yeah, man, I mean, I don't know. So, just a lot of stuff going on there. Do you like the Resident Evil save rooms? Sure, man. Sure. Yeah, I fucking love them, dude. I love those fucking save rooms. Best fucking save rooms of all time. Best save rooms of all time. I just got your friend request, Daniel. Yeah, and also be sure to hit me up on social media, guys. Either Twitter, Facebook, @RobertStorms84. Just send me a friend request, and yeah. Oh man. Do you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine? No, no. I don't watch a lot of TV though. I really don't watch a lot of TV. I'm more of a movie guy. I try to go to the movies at least once a week. I used to go like all the time when I had Movie Pass, but now I just go once a week. If there's nothing planned, I don't force myself. I won't go see something I'm not really interested in. Where before, when I had Movie Pass, I was going to see stuff I never even heard of just because I could, and usually it worked out. I got to see a lot of great movies. But TV, like I said, with working a full-time 40-hour job, doing YouTube full-time, and I just don't have time to watch TV. Last week, I was at Best Buy, and they had every Dragon Ball movie on Blu-ray. And I own them all on DVD, but I don't own them on Blu-ray. And I bought them all, and they're all still wrapped. I haven't even had time to watch them. Maybe tonight I might have a chance to lay down and watch it. I don't know. I got to check on my boy Scrappy, see how he's doing. Because he keeps reopening his wound, and blood just goes everywhere. So I got to kind of try to protect that little guy until tomorrow morning. But, yeah. So I just don't have a lot of time to watch TV. And to be honest with you, the TV I do watch is just like Netflix or Hulu or Amazon. Like, I just got done binge watching Punisher Season 2, which was fantastic. Before that, I was binge watching The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Glow, Stranger Things. I'd rather watch that stuff than network TV. The only network TV I still watch is Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl, which I haven't watched any this year, except for the crossover, because I'm waiting for them to launch on Netflix so I can binge them again. That's what I did last man. But that's what I did last year, was just wait to the end of the year when they all launched on the streaming service, and then I just watched them. I just binge watched them all, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do this year, too. Because I noticed a lot of people last year were like, oh, Flash sucked last year. I thought Flash was awesome because I binged it, and like, if an episode sucked, the next episode was usually good. So I got to constantly see it. So, yeah, I think that's the best way to watch them, to be honest with you. Get rid of the commercials and all that shit, man. You know what I mean? Yes, I do like Stranger Things. I can't wait for season 3. I watched for long, like, I meant to watch season 1 when it came out, and I didn't. And the more hype that got behind the show, the more it turned me off of the show. I don't know why. When something gets hyped, I usually rebel against it. It's like, oh man, you gotta watch Stranger Things. It's the best thing of all time. And I'm like, I don't know. And then I went to Halloween Horror Nights, and then they had the Stranger Things house. I'm like, all right, let me watch this show. Watched the first episode. I was like, my God, I gotta finish this. I finished like both seasons in just like 3 or 4 days. It was fantastic. I'm glad I didn't do that with Game of Thrones. I remember Game of Thrones came out, season 1 came out, and there was talk about it, but it wasn't like this huge thing that it is now. So I picked up the first season on Blu-ray to watch it before season 2 came out, and then I picked up season 2 as it was coming out. So I was basically on Game of Thrones since it came out. So it wasn't like this huge backlash of like, man, I'm tired of hearing about Game of Thrones. I'm not gonna watch it, But yeah, so yeah, I like Young Justice so far. I only watched the first 3 episodes of season 3. Plan on giving it more views, but don't know. I mean I am. Just whenever I have time to sit down and actually watch it. Just been really, really busy lately. Hopefully when I get my own place, I'm still gonna be busy, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's a double-edged sword, man. Like, I'm really sure at 20,000 subscribers, I want to do a huge giveaway for it. Like, I want to do a huge giveaway. I don't know. I was gonna do a huge giveaway for 18,000, but the problem was I didn't have time to get anything to announce it. I was going to buy like Aquaman pop figure, like 18,000. I'm giving away this pop figure, and what happened was I hit 18,000 before I even had a chance to even promote it. So what's the point of promoting a giveaway for 18,000 when you already hit 18,000. The whole idea of promoting a giveaway is to make people want to subscribe so they can get the item. So I want to promote something for 19,000 and 20,000. I want like maybe 19,000. I'm thinking about giving away Venom on Blu-ray, or I'm thinking about Venom on Blu-ray, and 20,000. I'm thinking about Aquaman on Blu-ray. I don't know. It just depends. Like if I can get 19,000 like a week, then yeah, it'll probably be Venom on Blu-ray. So I don't know. That's just me. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to fire them in. You guys can always contact me on Twitter. RobertStorms84. I always check my Twitter, so you guys can do that. Also, TK Dolls. I can't scroll up and read your comment, but what I can do, if you want me to guarantee you read your comment, you can use Super Chat. I said this before. I'm trying to get to all these different questions, but if you use Super Chat, I will guarantee you to pick out your thing. So you don't have to do it. I'm just recommending it to you. I'm still trying to get through all these other comments. Have you been to Disney World? Bro, I live in Orlando. That's like asking a guy who lives on an island if they ever been in the ocean. I live in Orlando. Of course I've been to Disney World several times. I've been to Disney World. How do you get Super Chat? Okay, so right here, this is Super Chat. I'll tell you guys. Right here, you see that little dollar? Well, it doesn't show right there, but there's supposed to be a dollar sign right there. And then you click that, and you donate, and then you can ask a question as you hit the donate button, and then I'll read your question or answer your comment or anything like that. So, I've been to Disney World plenty of times. So many times, in fact, that I'm tired of going. I'm tired of going to Disney World. It got to the point where it was just boring. I'll start going to Disney World again once the new Star Wars park opens up. Then I will go back to Disney World because I'm really interested to see, what's it called, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge or something like that. I'm really interested in that, being a massive Star Wars fan. But Ryan says Aquaman on 4K will look awesome. I fucking agree with you. I can't wait to get that movie on 4K. Because after seeing it for the second time, I actually came around on that movie. I actually came around. I mean, I still have the same gripes I had. Still have all the problems I had the first time I seen it. But for some reason, the second time, maybe because I knew they were coming, it didn't bother me as much. which I actually liked. But I will be picking it up on 4K. Actually, all the DCEU films I own are all 4K. Right now, I got all the MCU movies from Phase 1 and Phase 2. I got them in 3D format. And it's now, because they stopped selling the 3D versions in America, so Phase 3 so far are all regular Blu-rays. And then all my DCEU films are all 4K minus Man of Steel. I bought Man of Steel before 4K was even a thing. But Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, am I missing one? Justice League is all in 4K. And I don't even know why I even bought Justice League, to be honest with you. I tried every once in a while. I'm getting a mood. I'm like, man, you know what? I almost did this after Aquaman. I'm like, man, you know what? After seeing Aquaman, I kind of want to give Justice League another shot. I pop it in. I'm like, man, I just can't. I can't. I don't know, guys. It's just something about that movie. I just cannot get into it. So, yeah. It is what it is. You need to watch The Passage. That's not going to happen. Have you always found Spider-Man funny? No. So, thoughts on Far From Home when you think it takes place? I heard someone come up with a great theory that it might take place before and after. Like maybe the first part of the movie takes before, like sort of like Resident Evil 3. If you guys ever played Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, where it like takes place before Resident Evil 2, But by the end of the game, it takes place after Resident Evil 2. So it's a prequel slash sequel. I think that might be what happens. Far from can be trash. Rob, you the man, bro. Thank you. Do you like Rise of the TMNT? What the hell is Rise of the TMNT? Sasha, what's Rise of TMNT? Is that's not the second one, is it? With Krang? It's not that one, right? Hit me back, Sasha. Hit me back. Are you sort of hyped for the new Joker movie coming? Yes, I actually am. Because I think, originally I was going to say, oh, this is going to be the first ever superhero movie to win a Best Picture or get nominated for Best Picture. Black Panther beat it. But I do think that with Todd Phillips directing and Joaquin Phoenix being in it, I do think it has a very strong possibility of also getting nominations. I really do, especially like within the script and stuff like that. I definitely think it has a chance. Stay positive. What do you think about The Walking Dead final season? I haven't watched Walking Dead in 3 years. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Have not watched it in 3 years. I do not wish to watch it. I actually do not care to watch it. That show is not Walking Dead. I continue to read the comics, and I will always read the comics, but as for that, I will not read or watch the show no more because the show got away from what the comics is. The show doesn't even make no sense anymore. It really doesn't. If you're a fan of the show, be a fan of the show. I'm not going to say you are I'm not going to say you're wrong for liking the show. Everybody has the right to like what they want. Me personally, I just feel like I don't care for the show. I just, it's not something I want to continue watching. So I'm going to take about 2 to 3 more questions, and then I'm going to call it a day because this cough is killing me. This cough is killing me. So here's one. Ryan says, do you think Aquaman beat The Last Jedi? Really, son? Really? Really? Are you serious? Are you being serious right now? No. I love The Last Jedi. I don't know why so many people are hating on The Last Jedi. But that's the sort of thing where I think film is subjective. Some people like it, some people hate it. I don't get on here and bash anybody. Look at this guy. Tiff, whatever. Last Jedi sucks. Alright, that's your opinion. I'm not going to get upset and go, you're fucking stupid, you don't know what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to do that. You're entitled to your opinion, I'm entitled to mine. That's why I don't understand when I sit here and say Justice League sucks and everybody gets, oh my god, you're fucking, you're stupid, you don't know, Aquaman sucks. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, look, people say Last Jedi suck every single day. I don't go spam their fucking Twitter account, okay? Just get over it. So yeah, whatever. You don't like it, that's fine. I like it, cool for me, yeah. I read one question up here. Okay, here you go. Do you think Black Panther is better than The Dark Knight? No, I do not. No, I do not. I think Black Panther is a damn good film. A damn good film. But I don't even think it's better than Infinity War. I think Infinity War is probably the best superhero comic movie of all time. My favorite is still Watchmen, but I think Infinity War kills Black Panther. So, yeah, and I definitely think Dark Knight is a better movie than Black Panther. I'm sorry, but, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but who cares? Does it matter? I mean, you can be fans of both. That's the thing, right? You can be fans of both. I don't know why everybody always has to categorize everything. Like, oh, if you're a fan of this, you can't love this. Like, oh, if you love The Last Jedi, you can't be a Star Wars fan. Like, where the fuck does that say that in a rule, man? You know what I mean? But whatever. So I'm going to answer one more question, and I'm going to call it a night, guys. What do you think about why do you think they didn't make the 10th movie for the Star Wars franchise? Okay, that's not going to be my last question. That's a horrible question to ask because it's trilogies, man. That's why. That's trilogies. No. I'm not doing 10 more questions. You guys throw in 10 super chats and I'll stay because I have to. But no. Why didn't Stan Lee love you? He died. Shut up. With all your subscribers, you're going to get thousands of opinions. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true, man. And look, that's why I said I started reading comments, man, because there's a lot of hateful comments. A lot of hateful comments. And I skimmed through, but I used to reply to all of them. I'm not replying to all of them anymore. There ain't no way, man. Just too many hateful comments. And then I noticed, like, a person will say one thing, and then, like, they'll be like, oh, you hate DC. And then I'll do a video talking positive about DC, and that same person will write again, oh, you're nothing but a Marvel hater. I was like, yesterday you wrote as hell as the fucking Marvel dick rider. Which one am I? So I get to the point now where I don't even read the comments. I go on there, I look, I scroll through, see the normal people, but like I know who the trolls are, so I kind of just pass them and I don't pay them any attention. So that's really all I have on that. So I want to take this time. Thank you guys all so very much for helping me get over 18,000 subscribers. I appreciate and love each and every one of you guys. I want to thank you for those that sent in the super chat. Definitely means a lot. I thank you guys for coming out and watching. Now we're on to 19,000, guys. That's what we got to shoot for. So be sure to tell your friends, family, you know, share all the videos on social media like Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, or not YouTube, but Facebook, Twitter. Just do all that, and let's try to build up to 19,000. And until next time, guys, I just want to say thank you, and all of you have a really good